Hello students, in the last class complex numbers around 26 problems we have done. So based on modulus and based on I problems we have done. Now in this class let us solve the problems based on amplitude and later in NCERT exemplar some difficult models. Okay, right. So now today let us discuss how to find amplitude or argument of a complex number. Even in the subjective class I explained. Once just let us see little first. Later let us problems let us solve. See how we are defining amplitude or argument of a complex number. If you mark Z in orthogonal plane, means that is any complex number in the plane. Complex number you can represent as a point. Now this is origin. Join origin and this complex number. This line, how much angle it makes with positive direction of x-axis, this angle is called amplitude or argument. So it is the angle made by line joining origin and the complex number with positive direction of x-axis. So this angle is called amplitude or argument. Okay, right. Now before finding argument of any complex number, basic 3 points just like a formulas have to remember and easy. What are those symbols? Suppose for a purely real number given, so argument of any real number. Okay, so argument of real number is simply 0. If you know that real number is positive, if taken any positive real number, simply its argument is how much? 0. If you take a negative real number, then its argument is pi. For a positive real number 0 and that of negative real number is how much? Right, pi. Same model, argument of purely imaginary number means like 2i, 3i, okay, 3 by 2i, root 3i means whatever giving I am examples in that b is positive, so b is positive, in that case argument is how much? Pi by 2. Suppose this is a negative means minus I by 2 minus root 3i like that, in that case argument is minus pi by 2. Okay, so argument of positive real number is 0, that of negative real number is pi, positive imaginary number pi by 2, negative imaginary number is minus pi by 2. Right? Next. Other than these, any complex number, a plus ib format given. Any complex number in the form of a plus ib given. Then if you need its argument or amplitude, first find the theta value, where theta is given by tan inverse of imaginary part by real part. And even if they are negative, remove the negative. Means take mod for them. Means only take positive value. Okay, maybe inverse means if you didn't understood, from the simple tan theta is equal to mod b by a. Send this tan inverse to that side, tan theta. Tan theta equal to mod b by a. From that find theta value first. Okay, now if the complex number lies in first quadrant, how to identify whether it lies in first quadrant or not? Right, both a comma b are positive. If both a comma b are positive, then argument of z is equal to simply theta. Next, suppose complex number lies in second quadrant, how to identify? A is negative, real part is negative, and imaginary part is positive. In that case, argument of the complex number is pi minus theta. Okay, next. Suppose a negative comma b negative, both real and imaginary parts are negative, then argument of a complex number is minus of I minus 3. Next, fourth one, suppose A is positive and B is negative. Then complex number lies in fourth quadrant. If it lies in fourth quadrant, then its principal argument or principal amplitude is minus. So in all these cases, theta means first find like this. Okay, so simple. If you want to write like this, first quadrant theta, second quadrant pi minus theta, third quadrant minus of pi minus theta, and that of fourth quadrant is minus theta. Okay, so according to the quadrant, we will write the principal argument. Argument or amplitude is same. Both meaning is same. Okay. Right. So this is general procedure to find principal amplitude. Okay. Next. Third point. Actually, this is the second one. Third point. See. Suppose Z is any complex number. Its conjugate we are denoting as Z bar. Okay. Then what is argument of Z bar? Argument of any conjugate of the complex number, which is equal to minus of argument of the complex number. So argument of Z bar equal to, right, minus of argument Z. And argument of Z1 into Z2. Suppose two complex number in multiplication given. Without multiplying them or without simplifying them, find separately argument of first complex number. Separately find argument of second one. Now if you need argument of Z1 into Z2, write like this, arg Z1 plus arg Z2. Suppose argument of Z1 into Z2 into Z3 required, then write arg Z1 plus arg Z2 plus arg Z3. Okay. Next, argument of Z1 by Z2 required, and formula is arg Z1 minus arg Z2. Argument of Z1 by Z2 equal to arg Z1 minus arg Z2. So these are the three small basic points useful while finding the arguments. Okay. So take this point. Now let us continue the problems. Okay, right. Now let us continue the problems. Till problem number 26 we have done from our material. Now see the next problem. Here onwards many questions all are find amplitude or arguments. Okay. So 27th, the amplitude of the complex number minus 1 whole power 5. So minus 1 whole power 5 given. Minus power odd number is always gives negative. So minus 1 whole power 5. Again how much? Right, minus 1. Minus 1. It is a real number, purely real number. Negative or positive? Negative. So what is the answer? Just now only before first point I wrote. Argument of A equal to pi if A is a negative. So argument of any negative real number always pi. That's it, simple. Argument of minus 10 pi. Argument of minus 100 pi. Argument of minus root 3 by 2 pi. Argument of any negative real number simply pi. That's it. No need to find theta, quadrant, nothing required, directly write. Purely real or imaginary is the simple write. Okay, next 28th one, the principal value of amplitude of the complex number minus 1 plus I root 3. So the given complex number is minus 1 plus I root 3. Means real part is minus 1, imaginary part is root 3. Every complex number you can write like in a point. Okay, This is x coordinate you can treat. This is like y coordinate. Or this is a, this is b value. Now time minus plus means which lies in which quadrant? Right, second quadrant. It belongs to second quadrant. If it lies in second quadrant, then its argument formula pi minus theta. But theta how to find out? First we have to find theta. So theta equal to formula tan inverse of mod b by e. So which is the tan inverse of b means root 3, a means minus 1. But under modulus is there no. So which is plus tan inverse root 3. If you send tan inverse to that side, tan theta equal to root 3. Where you will get root 3 in tan? Pi by 3, tan 60 is root 3. So theta value is pi by 3. So argument is pi minus pi by 3. So 2 pi by 3. So argument of this complex number is 2 pi by 3. So 120 degrees. That's it. Okay. Right. Next, 29th. On 29th, they gave key mistake. Answer not there, please correct it. 29th. First, look at the problem. What is the question they gave? The amplitude of conjugate of the complex number. So first we need conjugate of the given complex number. First, what is the complex number given? 1 plus I by 1 minus I. This is the complex number given. 1 plus I by 1 minus I. In simple format, how can you write? Simply nothing but I. First class only I gave this one. If you multiply divided with 1 plus I. Simplify, simply will get this one as I. Okay, so this is a given complex number. Quotient conjugate of 1 plus I by 1 minus I, which is nothing but conjugate of, this is nothing but I. What is the conjugate of plus I? Minus I. What we need? Its argument. So simply we need argument or amplitude. Both are same. I am writing AMP amplitude. So amplitude of minus I is, tell how much? What I said, it is a purely imaginary number, that too negative. So purely imaginary argument of BI, where B is a negative means what is the answer? Right, minus pi by 2. So its argument is minus pi by 2, which is not given there. Please correct it. Printing mistake is there. Okay, here first what I have done is I simplified. Why simplified means I know this value as I. Its conjugate will be minus I. Simply amplitude is minus pi by 2. Okay, right. Next. Okay, so please make the correction. Answer it is not there. Answer is minus pi by 2. Right. Now if you come to the 30th, same model, but here I know the simple form of this given, but in this problem we don't know. Then how to do? See, problem number 38. The amplitude of the complex number. Amplitude of the complex number given one is 1 plus I root 3 by root 3 plus I. We need amplitude or argument of this complex number. Right? So now observe. Earlier means we know it's a simple form, directly root. Here we don't know. That's why treat this one as some z1. This one as z2. Okay, and now it is in the form of z1 by z2. z1 is the numerator, z2 is the denominator. Now what is our formula? Argument of z1 by z2. Formula is argument or amplitude of z1 by z2 equal to, what is the formula I said? Write r to z1 minus r to z2. So here also separately find arguments of these two complex numbers. Then use this formula. Easy. So argument of 1 plus I root 3. Okay, 1 root 3. Both real and imaginary parts both are positive. Means complex numbers lies in first quadrant. Then answer is tan inverse what? B by A root 3 by 1. Means tan inverse root 3. Where you will get root 3 in tan? Pi by 3, 60 degrees. Point understanding. Inverse we don't know, but normally you know tan theta root 3 given means theta equal to 60. So if theta equal to tan inverse root 3 means 60. Right? Like that, what is the second complex number? Denominator argument of root 3 plus I. So tan inverse of B by A. Here B is 1, A is root 3. Tan inverse 1 by root 3. Where will get 1 by root 3 in tan? 30 degrees, 5 by 6. So now argument of Z1 is 5 by 3, 60. Minus argument of Z2 is 5 by 6, 30. So 16 minus 8, 30. So answer for this one is 30 degrees or 5 by 6. Amplitude or argument same. Understood? Numerator amplitude minus denominator amplitude. That's all. Okay, so take the problem. Okay. Right, next. So understood. Then I can leave 31 and 32 as homework. Right? Two problems I am leaving. Next, let us see 33 and 34. 33rd, they gave like this. Minus 1 plus I root 3 equal to. They gave a complex number minus 1 plus I root 3 equal to R into e power I theta. Then what is theta equal to? Right? This notation I have to understand. See, suppose any complex number I took z is equal to a plus ib. Z equal to a plus ib is any complex number. Then how to find its modulus? All of you know, root of a square plus b square. So I am denoting modulus of a complex number with the letter r. So let r is equal to modulus of z, which is defined as root of a square plus b square. Okay, and theta is its amplitude or argument, amplitude of z. Right? So then this complex number a plus ib, whenever you know its modulus and amplitude, the same complex number a plus ib can be written like this: r into cos theta plus I sin theta. This is only called as polar form or mod amplitude form of a complex number. All this I explained in the subjective. That is the reason again I posted the subjective videos in the last week. Okay, so here r is called a modulus and theta is called amplitude. Then any complex number a plus ib can be written as r into cos theta plus I sin theta. Okay, so this is only called as mod amplitude form or polar form. Now this cos theta plus I sin theta further or simply can be written as e power I theta. Actually this is called Euler's form. So this is called polar form, okay, or mod amplitude form. Right? If I express like this is called Euler's form. Means nothing but representation of a complex number in different manner, that's it. Okay, so this cos theta plus I sin theta simply can denote as e power I theta. where theta is the argument or amplitude and r is its modulus. Right? And now, why I explained, now you came to understand. Right? What is the problem? They give this complex number as r into e power I theta. They express the complex number in this format. Then simply they are asking what? Theta. So theta is nothing but what? Amplitude of the complex number. Right? So now theta means nothing but amplitude of this complex number minus 1 plus I root 3. Okay, and now if I took the complex number minus 1 plus I root 3, geometrically we can write it as minus 1 comma root 3. So x coordinate negative, y is positive, it lies in second quadrant. So second quadrant argument formula pi minus theta. First theta how to find out? Theta equal to tan inverse of b by a under modulus. So since modulus is there, minus is there, consider as positive. Then which is a tan inverse root 3. Where you will get root 3 in tan? 60 degrees. So theta is 60 degrees. Since it lies in second quadrant, its argument is pi minus theta, means pi minus 60 to pi by 3. So they gave here theta, they are asking here, this theta means nothing but amplitude. So amplitude or argument of complex number, how much? 122 into 60, 120 degrees or 2 pi by 3. So simply they are asking theta means amplitude. This notation of complex number is called Euler's form. Okay, so it is called Euler's form. So take this one now. Okay, right. Now let us come to the next problem. This is 33rd problem. Next is 34. The modulus and amplitude of the complex number the modulus and amplitude of the complex number, how much they give? E power 2 plus I pi by 3. E power 2 plus I into pi by 3. What is its modulus and what is its amplitude they are asking. So it is like first a power m plus n. Can I write a power m into a power n? So e power 2 into e power I pi by 3. Now it is in the form of how? R into e power I theta. Am I right or not? Just now only I erased. It is in the form of r into e power I theta, where r is modulus of the complex number, theta is its amplitude. So here if you compare, here r is equal to e square, which is modulus of the complex number, and theta in place of theta, how much is there? Pi by 3, which is amplitude. And that's it. So modulus is nothing but e power 2 and amplitude is how much? Pi by 3. Simply first option is the answer. Got the point, right? Next, 35th one. See, a simple related to the argument only. They gave like this: modulus of two complex numbers are equal. Mod z1 equal to mod z2, and they gave amplitude of z1 plus amplitude of z2 equal to 0. Then what about relation between two complex numbers z1 and z2? So in options, first option they gave z1 equal to z2. Just to verify, first option they gave z1 is equal to z2, means both complex numbers are equal. See, they give amplitude of z1 plus amplitude of z2 equal to 0 now. From this, amplitude of Z1 is equal to how much? Minus amplitude of Z2. Just simply send it plus to that side. Now verify from options. Right or wrong? First option they gave Z1 is equal to Z2. Two complex numbers equal they give. Equal means their amplitudes or arguments also must be same. But here amplitudes is same or not same. So clearly first option is wrong. Next, second option they give. How much they is given? Z2 bar is equal to, Z2 is equal to Z1 bar. Means the second complex number equal to conjugate of the first one they give. Okay, right. Now before coming to this, one small point. What is the mod of a plus ib? All of you know root of a square plus b square. Then what about mod of a minus ib? It is also root of a square plus b square. If I denote this complex number with z, then a minus a by is nothing but what? Z bar. So always modulus of z same as modulus of z bar. While explaining modulus, I gave this point. For any complex number, modulus and its conjugate, the modulus both are same. So suppose if z2 and z1 bar both are equal, then mod z2 mod z1 bar, mod z1 bar same as mod z1. So both are equal means this condition okay, correct. Second one, coming to the amplitudes, whatever they give, let us see. I need amplitude of z2, but according to the question, z2 is nothing but z1 bar. What is our formula? Amplitude of z bar is equal to minus amplitude of z1. Amplitude of z bar equal to minus amplitude of z formula. Okay, so according to that formula we can write minus amplitude of z1. Now check, amplitude of z2 equal to minus amplitude of z1. Same only we got or not? Amplitude of z2 equal to send that minus to that side. Means if you took z2 equal to z1 bar, both these two conditions are satisfying or not? Yes. Means this is the answer. So either z2 is equal to z1 bar, or if you want, you can take like this also, z1 is equal to z2. One complex number is conjugate of other, then their magnitudes are equal, amplitudes differ by what? Minus. So then one complex number equal to conjugate of the other. Simply that is the answer. So second option is the answer. Okay, so take the problem. Right, so based on this only amplitude problems understood. Right, now little difficult models in NCERT first let us start, later let us continue the remaining all. Okay. So coming to the NCERT problems from 130 onwards, first see 130 of the problem, that only may have doubt. See, 138 amplitude of complex number. What is the complex number again? Sin pi by 5 plus I into 1 minus cos pi by 5. Sin pi by 5 plus I into 1 minus cos pi by 5. For this complex number, we need argument or amplitude. Okay, just trigonometry little formulas. What is the sin 2a formula? 2 sin a cos a. Sin a means 2 sin a by 2 cos a by 2. So if I treat this one as a sin a, I can write this one as 2 sin a by 2 pi by 5 by 2 pi by 10 into cos a by 2 cos pi by 10. sin theta 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2 plus I into same model 1 minus cos theta formula 2 sin square theta by 2 means pi by 5 by 2 is pi by 10. Now observe in both can we take this 2 sin pi by 10 as common or not? If I took 2 into sin pi by 10 as common, now we are left with cos pi by 10 plus I into sin pi by 10. Observe, it is in the form of cos theta plus I sin theta. Before it purely real number. That value we don't know, this is sin 18 degrees. Sin 18 already you know 2 into sin 18 degrees. There is no imaginary part observed. It's a purely real number, positive. So we can consider this one as R. Now it is in the form of what? R into cos theta plus I sin theta, where this theta is called what? Amplitude. So amplitude of this complex number theta is how much? Pi by 2. Simple answer is pi by 2. Instead of the given in the numbers, like a plus b format, numbers not given, some in terms of sine and cos given. So apply trigonometry formulas. Then we are getting mod amplitude form or polar form of the complex number. If you compare, then theta value is simply how much here? Pi by 2. Okay, so take it. Right, next one. One 131. The number of solutions of the equation z square plus mod z square equal to 0. Solution means what? The values of z which satisfy the equation. If equation is in terms of x, the values of x which satisfy the equation. Okay, so here z is any complex number. So how many complex numbers are there which satisfy this condition? I don't know. That's why let us take complex number general as some x plus iy or a plus ib. Then substitute in this equation and let us solve. So what is z square means? Z square means simply x plus iy whole square. Expand like a plus b whole square x square plus I square y square plus 2ab 2x into iy. Okay, so I square value is minus 1, then x square minus y square plus I into 2xy. Like a plus ib format we got. This is real part, this is imaginary part. This is a z square. Then what about modulus of z? What is modulus of this complex number? The root of x square plus y square. Okay, now substitute in this condition. Z square means x square minus y square plus I into 2xy plus mod z square means what is the square of this one? Simply x square plus y square. So x square plus y square equal to 0. Now minus y square plus y square gets cancelled. X square plus x square 2x square plus I into 2xy equal to 0. Again, in this to anything we can take common, not 2x. So 2x if I took common, x plus iy equal to 0. Then we separate here, x equal to 0, 2x equal to 0 means x equal to 0 or x plus iy equal to 0. Means x value 0. I took z as any complex number such that x plus iy. So what is the condition I got? Its real part is 0 or entire complex number also 0. So either x is 0 or z is 0. Then how many complex numbers will be there such that x is 0? X is 0. How many will be there? Take x value as 0. Then what about y? Y is any real number. Then how many numbers will lie? Infinite. See, if you take x value, substitute as 0, then z equal to 0 plus iy. So simply iy we got. What about y here? Y is any real number. Means 2i you can take, minus I you can take, root 3i you can take, like that. So any value of y you can take. Even 0 also you can take. Then how many are there? Like infinite numbers. So that's why number of solutions are what? Infinite. Here one more we got x plus 5y equal to 0. From this x equal to 0, y equal to 0. Entire 0 means both must be 0. Already both 0 here only we are getting. X 0 take y also 0. So this one includes even here. So total how many now? Z equal to I by format. Y is any real number. So then like such complex numbers, how many will exist means infinite will exist. That's why answer is what? Infinitely many solutions. Simply they are asking number of solutions. Answer is infinitely many. Okay, fourth option is the answer. So take this one. Right, next one. Which are little tough, those I am explaining. And one more, in the NCERT, some problems are there. Locus of complex number equal to, they given in options straight line, circle, parabola, hyperbola. So conic sections geometry not done. Actually that is deleted portion. So still not that one, not than that. So that's why those models up to now leave. Right? You don't know about them. So please now up to now leave those. Okay. Next. Problem number 136. See, little simplification only here. You got very good, otherwise f of z is equal to a function in the complex number given like this 7 minus z by denominator is 1 minus z square, where z is equal to, they give 1 plus 2y. Then question is, what is modulus of f of z? Okay, so what is modulus of f of z? Z value how much they give? 1 plus 2i. So substitute z value 1 plus 2i in the given complex number. Then we will get f of z complex number. For it what we need? A modulus, that's it. Simply simplification only. Right? First denominator z square is there. So let us find first z square now, which is 1 plus 2i whole square. Like a plus b whole square, 1 square 1. 2i whole square means 4i square. 2ab means 2 into 1 into 2i, 4i. What is I square value? Minus 1. 4 into minus 1 minus 4, 1 minus 4, minus 3. So simply z square is minus 3 plus 4. Now substitute the value. F of z is equal to 7 minus, what is the z value? 1 plus 2i, 1 minus minus 3 plus 4i. Means 7 minus 1, 6. Minus 2i by denominator. 1 minus 1 minus 1 plus 3. Minus 4 plus 3 minus 4. Okay, if you want to take 2 common cancel. How much will you get? 3 minus I by denominator. 2 minus 2i. So this is the form of z by substituting given z. But for this what you require modulus. This one already given. So modulus of f of z is equal to modulus of 3 minus I by denominator 2 minus. So modulus of z 1 by 2 means modulus of 3 minus I by mod of 2 minus I. So mod of 3 minus I is root of 3 square plus minus 1 whole square. Denominator root of 2 square plus minus 2 whole square. This is 9 plus 1 root 10. 4 plus 4 root each. Root of 10 by each. Cancel with 2. 5 by 4. or root 5 by 4 value is equal. So hence mod of f of z is how much? Root 5 by 2. Simple, just a substitute that nothing was there. Maybe you are feeling difficult, that's why I am explaining. Right? So once again, just which problems I have to leave now means 132, 133, 134. Okay, 141, 144, 145. These remaining modulus models, purely real, argument, those all you can do. Right? So first to take it. Okay, next little tough is little related to trigonometric equations also. 138. See the problem? The real value of theta for which the expression 1 plus I cos theta denominator is 1 minus 2I cos theta is a real number. So this is the question. If 1 plus I cos theta by 1 minus 2I cos theta is a real number, then what is the real value of theta? Okay, theta equal to, if you observe, they give general solutions. Okay, 2n pi plus r minus or n pi plus r minus, like that it is given. First important is, this is clearly complex number, I appears. They give which is a real number. So if this complex number is a real number means its imaginary part must be what? Right, 0. So they give this is a real number means imaginary part of, simply you can write m also, imaginary part of entire this complex number is how much? Simply 0. Suppose if they give this is purely imaginary, then write its real part equal to 0. So this is a standard model, don't forget. Any complex number given for you and they gave the word that it is purely imaginary, r is a real number means its imaginary part is 0. If they gave it is purely imaginary, then its a real part is 0. So now they gave it is a real number, hence its imaginary part is 0. Right? And now by seeing, can you tell directly its imaginary part? Wrong. Number of times I said denominator we never leave I. If it is like this, we cannot tell its imaginary part by seeing. Or else we need by seeing only means it will see this one. If any complex number is in the form of some a plus I by c plus id, by simplification this one we will get like this: ac plus bd by c square plus d square into I of AD BC minus AD by c square plus d square. So little shortcut formula, if you remember the formula, this one little fast we can write. Otherwise, what is 1 minus 2I cos theta conjugate 1 plus 2I cos theta, multiply and divide, from that simplify and find imaginary part. So little fast you need means this is the shortcut. If any complex number like this it is given, real part is AC plus BD by c square plus d square, and imaginary part is BC minus AD, BC minus AD by c square plus d square. So this is real part. This is imaginary part. Okay. Now observe. Here the given complex number is on the model A plus ib by C plus id. Then according to that imaginary part, if I need, what is the formula? BC minus AD. B means cos theta. BC. So cos theta into 1 minus AD. A means 1. B means minus 2 cos theta by C square plus B square 1 square plus minus 2 cos theta square. This total is not according to the quotient which is 0. So now minus or minus plus cos theta plus 2 cos theta 3 cos theta by 1 plus 4 cos square theta equal to 0. Now if I send denominator to that side, simply we left with what? Cos theta equal to 0. Cos theta equal to 0 means general solution is right 2n plus 1 into pi by 2 or you can write like this 2n pi plus r minus pi by 2. Why? Because cos 90 is 0. It is like cos theta equal to cos alpha. Then theta equal to 2n pi plus r minus alpha. Either like this you can write or like this you can write. In options either one of them will be given. Right? So check which option it is. Either 2n plus 1 into pi by 2 or 2n pi plus r minus pi by 2. So options they gave. Say problem number 138, 2n pi plus r minus pi by 2, third option is given. So answer is the third option. Okay? Right? Next. Understood this one? In the same model, do 150th as homework. 150th in NCERT. Right? Same model, the real value of alpha for which the expression is purely real. Purely real means its imaginary part is 0. Right? So take this clearly now. If you remember this as a formula, so little simplification we can avoid the steps, directly connect. Okay, right. Next 151 means different models I am explaining for you. Same model problems just to do. So tomorrow exam, just based on these models we will get the questions. Right? So problem number 151. See, the question is like this given: sin x plus I into cos 2x, comma, one more complex number they gave, cos x minus I into sin 2x, cos x minus I into sin 2x are conjugate to each other. So these two are conjugate to each other. Then what is the x value? For x equal to n pi, x equal to 0, like that, x values they are asking. Okay? See, if these two are conjugate to each other given, what is conjugate of a plus ib? Right? A minus ib. If these two are conjugate to each other means first complex number is equal to conjugate of second. First complex number is equal to conjugate of second. Conjugate means we denote with a bar. Z1 is equal to Z2 bar. Okay? Right? Now then what is the conjugate of this second complex number? It is cos x minus I sin 2x. What is its conjugate? Cos x plus I sin 2x. Right? So then here this sin x plus I cos 2x. Now these two complex numbers are equal. If two complex numbers are equal means their real part must be equal and at the same time imaginary part also must be same. So if A plus IB equal to C plus ID, then A equal to C, comma B equal to B. These two must be equal, these two must be equal. Then only we can write these two are equal. So in the same model, sin x and cos x are equal. Understanding? And cos 2x equal to sin 2x. Now tell for what angle sin theta cos theta equal and sin 2 theta equal to cos 2 theta. Suppose sin theta cos theta is equal to all of you can write x equal to 45 degrees. Sin 45 1 by root 2 cos 45 1 by root 2. By seeing only you can tell. But substitute pi by 4 here. How much will get? 2 into pi by 4 means pi by 2 90. Cos 90 0. Sin 90 1. So if I substitute x equal to pi by 4 here, I am getting 0 equal to 1. Is it possible? No. Or from this find x value, substitute here, will not satisfy. So both sin theta cos theta must be same and sin 2 theta cos 2 theta also must be same, means we cannot get value of theta satisfying like this. Understanding? Any one of them okay, I need both this one also and also this one, means it never possible. So if I took x equal to pi by 4, I am getting 0 equal to 1, so not possible. So answer is these both cannot possible at a time. Or answer we can write no value of x. For any value of x, these two equations will not satisfy. So answer is no value of x. Okay? So listen up to here, and this is based on these models NCERT. Until wherever I explained, those all ones revise. Right? So let us see in the next class.